and welcome, I am Zombie Kitty and welcome to another reaction video. So I did put a community post up about this one, very vague about it, but I thought it would be fun to react or rewatch my first ever Dawko video. So if you don't know, my favourite YouTubers are Dawko and Jacksepticeye. Dawko is a British YouTuber, he's a FNAF YouTuber mainly. We have reacted to a couple of his songs before, so Dark Desire 1, Dark Desire 2, Fetch, Lonely Freddy song, but we've never actually reacted to one of his, videos before. So, I'm just going to show you the thumbnail. There you go. This is what we're going to be reacting to. So this is called A Message to Scott Cawthon. So this will be 5 years old at the time that this video goes up. So firstly, happy 5 years to the first Dawko video I ever watched. But basically with this YouTuber, I discovered Dawko just after he'd beaten 50/20 mode on Ultimate Custom Night. So Ultimate Custom Night again is another FNAF game. I had played it on the channel before. Don't think I got very far with it, but basically 50/20 mode is like the impossible mode. That even at the time the developer was like, I don't know if you can beat it, I don't know if it could be won. And then Dawko eventually beat it, which is how I ended up hearing about him. Because at the time, even I didn't think it could be beat. And I think also it was nice to find another British YouTuber, because at the time I was just mainly watching American YouTubers. So that's kind of how I got onto his channel all those years ago. But this video is kind of a response to him beating 50/20 mode. Because it did take him months and months and months. It took a long time for him to beat it. So this is a response to that, like a jokey kind of thing. But I haven't watched this for a really long time, and I just thought it would be fun to I guess to rewatch it. So yeah, let's go. I would say I don't really remember what to expect. Jesus. Because again, I haven't watched this in...
This is a message to Scott.
Hi.
If you don't make 50/20 mode easier, I'm gonna slit his neck. Do you understand?
This just went from 0 to 100 so fast. I like the little twinkle in his eye. That was cool. I might do like a, oh hi Will. I don't remember who's... Hi Raz. I don't really watch Raz, to be fair. You can take him apparently. Hi Ryan.
Scott, I'm giving you 24 hours.
Look in the background. I was gonna say, look in the background. That was easy. You didn't do a very good job of that. Yeah, go run. Run. Yeah, run. Go, go, go. This kind of, I thought there was like a build-up, but this just went from 0 to 100, so Jesus Christ, that's terrifying. So fast. Oh yeah, I forgot, someone else got left behind. Who came back? Why would you do that? I mean, I know this is like horror film, like cliche. That's so creepy. Dude, run. Oh, you absolute... Jesus! Okay, that... that was a lot more fast-paced than I remember it being. And yet, it's not very long. That was a lot more fast-paced than I remember. There's a couple of things I do want to go back to that I can't, again, I haven't seen this in years. So actually no, I'll go back in a minute because there's a couple of things I want to bring up. However, I want to actually talk about the video. So yes, bearing in mind that this is 5 years old, I will say as well, it's interesting that this came out 2 years after Jacksepticeye's Say Goodbye video. Just going to briefly touch on this because if you go onto the video, and I will put the link for this video in the description below, but there is a pinned comment by Dawko saying that some people, for some stupid reason, thought this was real. Firstly, how the hell can you think this is real? Like, come on. Not just with, like, how ridiculous it is, but also with the editing. Like, there's so many, like, glitchy transitions, and there's so many, there's, like, an overlay, like a VHS type overlay over the top for the majority of the video. So I don't understand how people thought this was real. But not just that, but, like, yeah, again, this came out 2 years after Say Goodbye by Jacksepticeye. So, I don't really know what to say there. However, again, I know I was kind of laughing throughout most of this. I know I was kind of saying that some of it's ridiculous. Whoever went back into the house, you are an idiot. But saying that, like saying all that, and actually no, I'll get to my point in a minute, but the other thing I want to add on to this is that actually Dawko came back onto Twitter a few months back and did the whole, there was a trend on Twitter, someone's car alarm went off, there was a trend on Twitter going around a while back to do with, I think it was the Mandela catalogue, I think that's what it's called, where the audio that went along with this trend was like, if you see a clone of yourself, don't interact with it. And Dawko did something to do with that as well, and it was really creepy. So I feel like my point overall is, Dawko, can you please do more stuff, like actual horror stuff? Because, you know, 5 years later, we've had the Dawktrap stuff. There are other Dawktrap shorts and stuff like that I will be reacting to at some point. Because, and I was debating this after reacting to Darkseid 2, like, I do want to do the other Dawktrap videos, because I think that would be interesting to build up like here's like a character timeline, just like with Jacksepticeye's egos, here's the Dawko ones. So I know a couple of them I've already reacted to, but I think it would be interesting to react to like a couple of the other shorts and stuff like that. And I think it would be fun to go back to those as well. But yeah, with Darkseid 2, with the fact that he's had more experience now with like green screen and effects and stuff like that, compared to this, although to be fair, the glowing eyes I actually really liked. I did really like that. I thought that was kind of cool. But because he's had more experience with it now, I really do want Dawko to try and, or see if he wants to do more like horror like vlogs or shorts or stuff like that again. I know they take a lot of time to do. I am definitely aware of that. They take a lot of time and work and effort to put together. But I have faith that, you know, he knows what he's doing. He knows how to do that. I would really love that. I think that would be so, so cool. I think I also just want him to do more stuff with his characters. Dawko could be such a cool character. Same with Dawktrap. And again, like, he's done the majority of these, like, shorts and stuff with Dawktrap. So, which I quite like. I really like that character. But yeah, this went from 0 to 100 so fast. I forgot. Oh, yeah, I guess I just forgot how quickly this just went whoosh. I forgot how quickly this went. There was a couple of... So there was a moment, I think it was at the beginning. Let's go back, because I want to talk about a couple of things. So let's go back for a second. Okay, so I forgot about this. So I think what's interesting about this is that, for me anyway, it feels like the implication is that, because with Ultimate Custom Night, you ended up realising that the overall idea of Ultimate Custom Night was that it was William Afton in his own personal hell. I feel like, again, this is me just putting in theories into probably something that's just a really silly video, but I'm going to do it anyway. But I think what would have been interesting is that now that Dawko had beaten 50-20 mode, he had like let William Afton out. But there's only one way for him to go, which is into Dawko. So, and with the purple eyes, because I think he has them later on as well, like, it would make a lot of sense that it was like William possessing him. Especially with like the cuckoo like tendencies. You know, he's very stabby in this video. There's another instance as well, I think later on, where you properly see like the eyes glowing. And yes, does it look silly? Maybe. I think it looks kind of cool, but I get also, you know, if people said, oh, it looks really silly, then I wouldn't really disagree. I'd just be like, yeah, this was a silly video. But I guess me being a FNAF theorist and a Jacksepticeye ego theorist, wanted to put my 2 cents in, really. Okay, so it's not quite... Okay, it's not really purple. It's more silver. Oh, wait! Wait, let me check something. Let me look something up, quickly. When did the silver eyes come out? Okay, so I'm back. Sorry, I suddenly realised something, because I was like, oh, his eyes aren't purple here, they're silver. The book, the FNAF novel, The Silver Eyes, came out 3 years before this. Is that what you were referencing? I did not realise that. To be fair, I only read the books, or finished all of the books, a couple of years ago. So I read them during lockdown. So... Oh, I feel like such a dumb. Is that really the reference? Oh, you got the silver eyes now. I still don't know what the silver eyes was actually referencing, to be honest. Can anyone answer that question? But yeah, I don't know. I kind of like the glow effect here as well. Like, does it look really a bit silly? Maybe. I think it looks kind of cool. But yeah, I didn't catch that it was like, oh, it's the silver eyes because of the novel. Oh. I do want to touch on something else as well. So... I'm still looking at his silly face. I want to touch on something as well. So I do apologise, but there wasn't subtitles on this video. So I did try and put subtitles on, but it just wasn't available for this one. But in future, for any videos that I react to and stuff like that, unless it's a lyric video, I will be putting subtitles on. I can't believe it's taken me blooming years to do that. I am so sorry. But yeah, that will be a thing for the future. But yeah, this one just doesn't have closed captions on it, which is kind of annoying because there was a lot going on. But I guess this is why I'm going to put the link in the description for you guys. But yeah, this was a message to Scott Cawthon. This has been on my schedule for so long. You have no idea how long this has been on my schedule for. But I thought it would just be fun to kind of do this now that, you know, it's been 5 years. It's been 5 years since this video came out. It was my first Dawko video. Very interesting introduction, but hey, Say Goodbye came out 2 years beforehand, so I'm kind of used to like demonic entities taking over YouTubers. I'm kind of used to that idea now. I guess I wasn't quite... I'd forgotten the fast pacing. With how quickly this just escalated. But I will put the link to the video in the description below. I'll also put a link to that TikTok I was talking about that Dawko did as well, that I referenced earlier, so the Mandela catalogue one. I'll put that in the description too, so you guys can go off and watch all these without me screaming and laughing along with it. But thank you all for watching, and I will see you all soon. Bye!